Well, how has pimping changed from the time that you were doing it to what's going on today?
Well, the thing it is, it's more gang banging involved in it. It's more drug involved in it. There's no real communication. I mean, I think people are doing it now just to say that they're involved as a pimp, not as a livelihood. And what I'm saying is, when I did it to eat, to pay bills, and I just think people are doing it now as a show. And there's so many guys now that not able to give enough game to grown women that they giving it to kids now. So it's showing that their gang has really fallen off to where you got to tell kids the gang that you can't, your gang ain't sufficient enough for you to tell a grown up where she would be able to move on it. So the gang has really become disrespectful, I should say. And also, I could say this, I mean, now they giving 50 years. I didn't had a friend out of Chicago to get 50 years. I had a friend out of Cleveland to get 14 years. Shout out to Good Gang, So this kind of thing is turning the gang into a racketeer. It ain't the same thing or the way that it used to be. You don't get no 50 years for pimping. I mean, it's ridiculous.
So is it kind of like the equivalent like a RICO? How when they passed the RICO laws, they were given 20 years if you found a couple grams of coke on you. So you're saying the laws is actually killing the business?
Well, yeah, definitely. Well, not only it's not going to kill the business because pimping's been going on since the beginning of the time, and it's going to continue to go on until somebody turn the lights out on this small planet. But what I'm saying is that it's changed. People are doing it for different reasons. I mean, to impress people, or for a statement. I mean, when I pimped, man, I did it to make the chick be aware that she was able to enjoy the finer things in life, the cars, the clothes, the jewelry. I mean, the excitement of going out to party. I mean, you see pimps today, they in gym shoes, they sagging jeans. That ain't the pimp gang. I mean, that's why I said it becomes disrespectful. And like you said, they had turned it into the RICO law. I remember when girls used to go to jail and get out for $25. That was the bond. And now they're giving life and different things like this. How could you do this to the pimping? I'm appalled.
Now, I mean, in general, women expect men to pay for everything. If you look at just society as a whole historically. Now, what does it really take for a woman to give all her money to a man?
For him to be consistent and say that's what he wants and nothing else would do. He have to be consistent. He can't be tricked or fooled by any other opportunity other than reaching for money. Because one thing a guy got to know, women that go to bed and lay down with who they choose to do that with. But when they make that exception and give you their money, then that's an exceptional love. That's going above the duty call. I mean, that's the real deal. You don't get many women, like you said. Most men think that women, they supposed to give women money. But men of my caliber believe that women should give men's money. And I mean, I believe in fair exchange ain't no robbery. And what I'm saying is that I give as I receive. You know what I mean? And like I said, my women look like I look. You know what I mean? They got diamonds, they got clothes, they got furs and things like that. I don't want to have a woman looking lesser than me. I want her to look like me. You know what I mean? To show that we are progressing. And I believe that if a woman pay attention, and listen to a man, the man that's trying to be about something, it's going to further her game. I mean, we just have to take the love out of it and keep the business involved.
I understand. Now, how do you feel where pimping became almost like a commercialized catchphrase? You had pimp my ride. Everybody's calling themselves pimps. That type of thing.
Well, about that kind of thing is, let me give you the understanding of PIMP. PIMP means a player into making progress. And that's what it's all about. It gives people a certain status to feel macho. And what it is, it has become a fashion statement. And what I mean is, you got guys that's married, say, I'm pimping my wife. He's not putting her on the corner. What he's saying is that he's in charge, that he's in control, that he got power over. That's what the word pimp means, is domination. You know what I mean? He ain't, you don't have a married man saying he got his wife on the corner. Then you got guys that work say, I'm pimping my job. They don't have a job on the corner. But what they're saying is they're in control. And that's what the pimping have become, a fashion, a statement, where it makes you feel like you're in charge, like you got power. You know you ain't got a girl on the corner, but you saying, hey, I'm over my wife, I'm pimping my wife. Not that it's a letdown, it just means that you're in control. So it's a fashion statement meaning that somebody is in control. And that's a good thing.
So you approve of that?
Oh, definitely I could approve of that, because one thing that I know, that a pimp that's really a pimp, he is in control. You know what I mean? I mean, for the better. You know, not, you know what I mean, dogging somebody. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being in agreement to do the right thing.
You know, you make that fake ass movie and made a fake ass edit and lied about everything that took part, you know what I mean? But you did it to assassinate me.
And believe me, he been getting his worth out of that female. And I heard something about it, that in the pre-agreement or nothing, that he said he want his titties and that booty back if it go down. He owned that.